I'm back. I'll try to do this on my own then. My co-commentator just got called to play, so let me inform you of this match. This is Jim Morrison against JMYL, also known as Jimmy. We've seen these guys before in the tournament. These guys actually play a lot, and they're also friends, so they may not look like they're friends, but they are actually friends. I think the sets are have been pretty one-sided though. Like Jim Morrison usually wins, but I have to say Jimmy can also make a case for himself and take games, if not stocks, if not games. So they usually play out pretty even, and Jim Morrison mostly clutches it or Jimmy chokes. I think that's the general consensus of this player matchup. So let's see if Jimmy can hold his own. Jimmy, who looked really good against FB just before, the Peach player. I can see the confidence in his play, so I'm actually pretty convinced that he can take this. He might be able to take this. As for Jim Morrison is a very consistent player, so he does not have a lot of trouble keeping himself composed, like always playing like at his actual level, I would say, which in turn can be a double-edged sword, since that kind of stuff happens sometimes. Because his peaks might also be lower. So when you're talking about consistency, you can talk about peaks and I don't know what the word for it is actually, but the opposite of peaks. And that when you're a very momentum-based player, I think your consistency can like go up. The peaks can go really high, and the valleys, that's the word I was looking for. The valleys can be really low. In Jim Morrison's case, I think he does have peaks and valleys in his gameplay, but they're not as apparent because he's always kind of on the same level. So a good way to test if you actually got better is to play against Jim Morrison, because he always kind of plays at a certain level. So if you can suddenly take one more stock from Jim Morrison, then you're on your way, man. Jim Morrison, who I've been just talking about, actually took the first game kind of as expected. I don't really know why Jimmy is going for Pokemon Stadium. I guess it's just like before, his personal preference, because I'm a firm believer myself that this stage favors Fox. And now that I remember, I know Jim Morrison does not like this stage, so that makes a lot more sense.
Here.
Alright, I found a new co-commentator, surprisingly. Joining me is Riff. Smasher, who's also been on stream today from Utrecht, a friend of mine, and he knows a lot about the game as well, so let's do this. What's up, my man?
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name is Riff.
This is the one and only Riff.
Jimmy going green, nice.
Yeah, Jimmy's been going green the whole day, actually, man. Like, except for against Ace. He chose another color. What do you think of these players?
I think Jimmy has a really high ceiling, but there are a couple of Falcos in Holland, me included, and like Ser, and we tend to choke a lot. But if Jimmy is on point, he...
That's a momentum swing, man.
Yeah.
That's actually what I was just talking about. Like, if you were talking about consistency, that Jim Morrison may be the better player. Except Jimmy has those Super Saiyan moments.
Exactly. Like
you're also like that, right? Like you also have these
a little bit
really crazy moments.
I've been out for a year, and I noticed that Guus has really cleaned up his game. Like,
Yeah,
like
it's clean,
he,
right?
he doesn't mess up chain grabs as much anymore. And oh, that was a nice tech chase, but
Just solid.
nice angle. Like Space Animals, if you up B a little bit higher than comfortable for the other player, then they mess up a lot of edge cards. It's really nice. I learned that from Guus actually.
From who?
Oh, nice tech. From Guus. Jim
Guus.
Morrison.
Jim Morrison. Yeah.
The door guy. Oh.
Right, this time Jimmy is in the lead. The last game, Jim Morrison was actually in the lead the whole match, and Jimmy kind of got outplayed. But and I was questioning his pick. So maybe you could explain why Jimmy's going for Pokemon Stadium. Does he know that Jim Morrison does not like the stage? Because I know he doesn't, but
yeah, me
maybe
too.
if he does not know it, why would you go to this stage?
Like oh, that's a really nice air smash. No, that was exactly what I was talking about. Like a beat just under it, you know he is gonna air smash. So, but
yeah, that looked like it at least. All right, that was I don't agree with that, Jim Morrison. That could have been your game, man.
Nice there. Ooh, that was an up air.
All right, let's see. Yeah, I was worried for Jimmy that he might get hit by an up air, and
for sure.
Just as I was going to say that he will probably get hit by an up air, he actually does get hit by an up air. So
I'm thinking Dreamland for Jimmy.
Jimmy's soul searching right now, seeing if he can pull some other tricks out of his hat. I don't think Jimmy's actually tilted right now. I just think he's really thinking about his counter pick.
Small stage.
Because Jimmy has actually been playing really confident. Like I can see it in his play that he was really confident, especially against FB, who he's played before this.
Nice
And he's a Peach main, and Jimmy used to struggle with Peach a lot, and he just dominated FB in certain games. So
good stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was good.
F tilt.
Ooh, he wanted to go for the the jab to shine spike.
Yes.
Didn't quite work out.
The Armada.
The Armada.
Ooh, nice weight. Nice weight.
Yep. Wow. Can you do that? Air dodge onto Randall like that?
Only with Falcon.
Only with Falco. Falco falls so fast. It's like sometimes it's really kind of hard to predict for some reason where he's going to land in an air.
It's a very nice mix-up. Like
yeah, I saw it, man.
After an up tilt, a lot of Falcos go for the nair, and then you shoot him tech, and
that makes him miss attack.
Yeah,
that's what you mean, right?
It's really what. Yeah. So we saw it there, and
so it's kind of a tech trap.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tech traps, for those who don't know, are situations in. Let me explain. When you've just before you hit the ground, you can tech obviously, and you've got a certain amount of frames for that before you hit the ground. And but you cannot try it twice.
Yes.
Within a certain time limit. So if you try to tech, but you're not actually hitting the ground, you cannot try to tech again within a certain.
That's a very nice tech from Jimmy.
Within a certain time limit. So that's what players can abuse. Make them think they're going to tech, but don't actually make them tech. Yeah, good cover.
Yeah.
Was ready for the tech. Maybe if Jim Morrison had side beat to the edge, straight to the edge, he would have survived.
I'm seeing Jimmy gets cornered a lot, and that's not a really good spot for Falco, man.
Yeah, Jim Morrison's really good at cornering people, like keeping them in the corner. So if you're a corner player, you might be able to combat that. But if you're like a center stage player, you might have a hard time.
Falco's full up, man. That's amazing.
Falco's full up. It is.
Oh, nice spacing on up tilt.
Ooh. What a way to end the set, man.
Poor Jimmy.
Jimmy tried to do something really fancy there. It actually looked really cool. Jim Morrison did get hit by it.
I'm thinking he